Welcome to Talking Straight. I'm Suresh Kochatal. The heir apparent and de facto Chief Minister of Telangana, Sri K.T. Ramarao, is often active on Twitter, boasting about how Telangana is the best state in the world. I don't get to see his tweets as he often blocks me on Twitter, and he did a few months ago. I had then asked him a few uncomfortable questions, and bingo, instead of answering those questions, he blocked me. I guess this is the freedom of expression, KTRG, that often tom-toms about. Apart from deriding Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, BJP and Gujarat in that order, KTR and his social media army keep posting about human development indices, educational strides, foreign direct investment, irrigation and other stats, free power, free this, free that, which they claim keeps Telangana ahead of other states and even countries that are out of this race. This is often retweeted by the Pink Army, and in no time, what was just a dubious claim becomes almost believable. Of course, by this time, someone from the Lotus Army responds with facts and figures, but then KTR and his Pinkies would have moved on to their next fictional claim. Talk about shifting goalpost. Take inflation in Telangana, for example. At 7.63% in March, it's almost 200 basis points more than the national average. Telangana's inflation numbers is consistently the highest among its peers. It is why? Well, there are reasons, dime a dozen. Well, the reasons for that are actually there to find. The first excuse is a self-professed Pinky economist will be that the inflation is high across the country and Telangana cannot be an exception. So, does Telangana and other states have varying inflation? Let's look at it. The answer is yes, it does, at times significantly. The country's average inflation in the month of March, as measured by the Consumer Price Index, was 5.66%, which is a 15-month low and below the Reserve Bank of India's upper tolerance limit of 6%. Telangana tops that across the country at the number one spot with the inflation at 7.63%, which is 1.9% or close to 2% above the national average. The neighboring Telugu-speaking state of Andhra Pradesh is at 6.55, a full 1% behind Telangana. Tamil Nadu at 6.7%, Kerala at 5.76%, Uttar Pradesh at 6%, and Gujarat at 6.18%. and Maharashtra at 5.93%. And all these states have an inflation higher than the national average, but Telangana beats them hollow. The question is, what causes this variation among states? The variation in inflation between states arises mainly due to a demand-supply mismatch in both goods and services. This is particularly true of food products, which are the highest weightage of 45% in the Consumer Price Index. The consumption pattern is a factor to be looked at. Rice is a staple product, for example, in the southern states, and therefore any increase in the price of rice will fuel inflation. Despite supplying subsidized rice through the public distribution system, a bulk of the population still buys rice from the retail shops in the open market at a price that is far, far higher than the PDS. Why? Sometimes the quality of PDS rice is substandard, and that forces even the poor to buy from the open market. This is an irony of sorts because Telangana claims to be among the top rice producers in the country, but every time the minimum support price is paid to the farmers goes up, the retail consumer pays a price for it. This is due to the vote bank politics, and political parties care a damn about the middle class consumer who has to foot the bill for the minimum support price. I can give you my example. The fine rice quality Sona Masuri rice that I buy from a retail shop near my house in Sikandrabad is 65 rupees a kilo. 65 rupees a kilo. Telangana consistently tops inflation numbers because of its public distribution system, unlike that of Tamil Nadu or Kerala, and is not strong in delivery. Telangana PDS shops supplies fewer essential items, forcing people to buy these products from the open market at higher prices. Kerala government, for example, even gives out a kit before major festivals. Just about every citizen in the state gets it, including the ration card holders and non-ration card holders. The kit includes rices, pulses, tamarind, chili, turmeric powder, salt, papad, cashew nuts, 45 biscuits, and you name it. Though this drains the resources of the state government of Kerala, it keeps the voters happy and the state and the politics also happy. Next comes vegetables, which are locally produced, and here again the farmers are fleeced by the politically loaded Agriculture Produce Marketing Committee, which is a mafia. Take tomato for example, which at many times fetches the farmer just 2 rupees a kilo but sells at 40 rupees in the open market. The cost of transporting this produce to the APMC is just not viable for the farmer. The farmer cannot sell anywhere else due to APMC's flawed archaic laws. The Modi government wanted to change these laws by enabling the farmer to sell anywhere and to anyone at a price they felt was remunerative for them. But a determined mafia of the middlemen ensured that the farm bills did not become a reality because the farmers would benefit. The Raitu Bazaar, which became with a big intent and good intent during the regime of Chandrababu Naidu, is now dominated by commission agents, masquerading as farmers. So consumers in Telangana continue to suffer due to the artificially fixed higher vegetable prices. Next comes fuel. The prices in Telangana is among the highest in the country as a result of high local taxes. Of course, Chief Minister KCR, his son KTR and other pinkies cry in unison that the Modi government is responsible for the high fuel prices. As a result, even the state government buses, trucks and cars fill and fuel up to the brim along the border areas of Karnataka and Maharashtra before entering Telangana because the prices there are lower. High fuel prices in Telangana means that the goods transported will cost more and the end consumer in the state pays for it. That adds to the inflation. Let's come to the next thing about housing. At one time, Hyderabad and Secunderabad was known for affordable housing, and it is one good reason why people from other states decided to settle down in the Twin Cities. But greed has got better of the real estate moguls, and today real estate in Hyderabad is as expensive as London or New York. But infrastructure outside the ultra-rich gated communities continues to be like Afghanistan. Commercial rentals in Hyderabad for no particular reasons have gone through the roof. And as a result, absorption has decreased. That means the number of units being sold has decreased. This again has made the city unattractive to new age industries. And in many cases, employees are still working from home and companies don't want to hire new premises. Higher housing and commercial costs add to the inflation numbers, and that is bad news for Telangana. So the question is, can Telangana government do anything to bring down inflation? It can, for example, by increasing the supply of goods and services in the market. That is actually causing the inflation to rise. But the well-entrenched mafia that exploits this situation will not allow this to happen. Economists say that the state government should remove all market obstacles like the Agriculture Produce Marketing Committee that causes the prices to rise. But that is unlikely to happen as there is a vested lobby that will not allow this to happen. Reducing high taxes compared to the adjacent states like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, for example, which comes to border of Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. But the state government cannot afford to do that. In a state where daily wage workers are forced to pay extremely high prices for liquor, for example, there is very little left for the family to eat. And the state government is promoting more and more liquor. All said and done, the choices before the Telangana government is dire. And unless KCR stops its freebies for votes, the state will end up as another Venezuela. Of course, a lot of things have been said before that the PDS needs to be streamlined, but that is the least of the worries for the state government. And of course, real estate development in the affordable housing sector will lower rentals in Hyderabad and other cities. As any student of economics will tell you that the higher inflation means there will be less cash in the hands of the people to spend. When they cannot buy what they want, consumption will nosedive and that will hurt growth. It will also push up the cost of living, hurting Telangana's competitiveness vis-a-vis states in attracting investment. Politically, it could fuel anti-incumbency at a time when the state is heading for an assembly elections later this year. Blaming the center for high inflation may not work, as the ruling party will find it difficult to explain why inflation in some states is much lower than that of Telangana. The question is whether the state government of Telangana has a will to contain inflation. The question is, who will bell the cat? Or, as has always been, will BRS government take the people of Telangana for granted? We got to see where it goes from here. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.
Please subscribe to Nationalist Hub English channel for more interesting videos, and don't forget to like and share this video. Nationalist Hub, it's a news revolution.